Hi. Hey, everyone. Hold on. Hi. Hi, Jill. Hey, Karen. Liz is rebooting her. It's not funny. Hi. Mom reads a lot. Liz is rebooting her phone, everyone. She sent me a text. Hi, Amy. She sent me a text. I still love her very much, y'all. We're not fighting. We're all going to be okay. Liz is going to get her technology together. She's going to get it together right now. So, music's still playing. Yeah, yes, that's exactly right. The music is playing and it's a hold. It's a song that maybe you don't know and you'll learn because you've been on hold that long. You guys have been smashing it on the auction, and it's been really beautiful. So we'll talk about that too. We were able to help out a few families already, which has been amazing. Tell us about your book. I have a book. It's called Wild. Yeah, this is definitely how the rumors start, Karen. You're absolutely right. She's gonna get it together. We all are. I mean, let's hope. Mom reads a lot. Let's hope we all get it together. Lord, there she's back, y'all. We're gonna wait. We're gonna give her a second. All right, when she comes on, I want everybody to just send. No, don't do it. Don't send anything. It might shut her phone down. All right. Jillian, are you still over there TikTok? Your baked goods? What did you miss? You need to join the Pretty Glasses Club. Can you order? Yes, you can order the book from Australia. It's
I'm
on
back.
dog.
Oh my God. That was insanity.
It feels like the headline or the tagline, like this, I don't quite have it yet, but I mean, what a mic drop, huh?
I, I, you know what? That is what, you know what, you guys, if you want to see what white fragility is, that's what it is.
Oh no.
It's it's just, you know what? This is upsetting for me and triggering.
I'm leaving
I'm just leaving. I'm just leaving. I can't handle
immediately. You know what?
it. No.
I'm gonna stay.
It was so crazy. I could hear your voice with a delay twice in
Yeah.
my it was insane. Okay,
Well,
never
I
mind.
mean, I told everyone that, I've had enough, and what timing from you. And the encouragement to give you another chance was staggering. I mean, the moms, they were like, don't worry, she'll be back. And then Amy, Amy, we love Amy. She was like, she just needs another invite. And people were like, what happened to Liz? Someone else, I think it was Jill who read it. It's like, well, she's a really good writer. She's just, I mean, you couldn't have planned it. You were like, how are you? How are you doing? I know
Tell
a lot
me
of
everything.
people.
Listen, tell
What's
me
been
everything is
doing with
sure, but
you?
I have to go.
You know what? Yeah. So, oh my God, that's terrible. Like, for sure. But also, like,
I'm
mm-mm.
100% with you and for you, but I'm also doing like
I am
four other things
holding
right
you.
now.
I
Four
am
other
holding it
things right now.
together. Oh, my heart goes out. Oh my goodness. Oh no.
Oh my God, Azure. I think it was right when you said allyship is a verb. Yeah, I just have to. Yeah,
You were like, I know.
I know,
I
I know.
the laundry. I mean, it never stops. I could only wish for a
It's just
break.
going to be a quick sec, just
Yeah,
a real
just
quick sec. I've got something
one,
on the stove.
just a moment. And literally, Instagram told me Elizabeth Gilbert left. Like, it was just her whole, she, oh,
Oh my
ally,
God.
watch this, ghost. Like it was so, you know what I mean? Like you always mic drop in weird spots. You always say stuff that's like a little touchy, but I let it go. I let,
Yes. And then when I sent a message saying this conversation is getting too intense for me, I was realizing, you know what, Liz? There are people who are not going to realize that you're joking.
And I was like, oh,
This is
Liz, come on
not.
now. We done lost 8,000 people. They were like, she's right. This is too much. I get it.
No,
She's
no,
right.
no,
And see, this is what happens, y'all. You
no.
gotta understand your agency. You have to know how much of it you have, you know, if I'm a peanut M&M, Liz is Willy Wonka. You know, that's agency size.
Okay.
Man, that was
Okay.
good. We didn't plan this. I just want you all to know, as you're watching, most of what Liz and I talk about, completely undone. I know it feels deliberate. It isn't.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
We have serious things to discuss. We
True.
have the auction.
Audrey said we're losing her. Audrey, don't leave
Basically,
us. Don't leave us.
basically, I want you guys to know that Azure and I are going to just start a weekly radio program where we just literally laugh for an hour and make no sense.
Yeah.
Join us.
Yeah.
So
Yes, people
the
have
auction
yes.
and the anthology. Do we need to talk more about the anthology? Is there more to
Yes.
tell me stuff?
We have Pivot and Pause is ready to rock on our website, and the website, Savannah, can you tap that in? Can you
tap that, Savannah? I'm just amplifying your voice.
I need you guys to understand my level of exhaustion. So I'm so tired. I am.
Oh, honey,
Okay.
honey. Okay, go. Everybody listen, this is serious.
What? Somebody's going to write an article about this, and I don't know what's going to happen to the two of us, but like, I'm going to be in trouble. So,
go.
Savannah, that's enough. Heavens. God, everybody. Taylor, hugs Azure. Thanks, Paperback Mama. Teller.co, TELLHER.co. We'll be sure to make sure we add a swipe up to the Instagram, and we'll make a large announcement about it. So it unfortunately has been it's been a tough week. It's been a tough week. So I apologize for some of the lethargy in spaces, but we want to remain authentic too, and stay plugged in with everything that's been going on. But Liz, it's Pivot and Pause has been amazing. Like, this is going to be exciting, and I'm excited for the world to just be able to hold this and read it and keep that for themselves. And I'm pretty excited about that. So that's been beautiful. So Teller.co, you go right to shop, you'll see it right there. Be sure to get your copy.
Do you want me to spell it? Because I love to spell.
No, I remember.
See, somebody just asked. Can you repeat it? TELLHER.co. That was just to give you. I know you're tired. That was just to give you a moment to rest.
And look at that LI ship. Look at that.
This is me carrying the torch.
It's I wanted to ask you. I know that you've been checking in with me, and I am ever grateful. But what are some tips, if you have any? If you have some tips, for folks that are out there trying to react appropriately, act appropriately. I'd love to share some of your insight on that.
Well, first of all, I still am of the school that it's better to do it wrong than not to do it at all. So, and I know that some of you are scared and self-conscious about, like, you might be new to anti-racism work. You might not have even learned until very recently that there's such a thing as anti-racism work. You might have just thought, as many of us did for a long time, that it was enough to just not be racist. You didn't know that there was, like, active work going on, and you're new in it, and you're enthusiastic, and you want it, but you don't want to make a single mistake or offend anybody or do anything wrong. I've learned a lot from my friend Glennon on this. Glennon Doyle. I would say, if you're a white woman, continue to follow all the Black leaders. Rachel Cargill, who just got 1 million followers this week, and thank God, and is carrying that mantle very well, although as I worry about her.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, as her friend, like, that's a lot. It's a lot to have a nation turn its desperate eyes to you and say, young woman, tell us exactly how we're going to solve all of this week, But so I would say, follow the Black leadership, but if you're a white woman and you're wondering what to do, keep your eye on Glennon Doyle. She walks this line, I think, very well, and also has made she's made mistakes over the last year. She's been active in her allyship, and she's crossed lines. She's offended people. She's been called out. She's been hurt, and she keeps going back in. That's what's inspiring to me. She didn't get hurt once, cross the line, be like, oh, I misspoke. That was the wrong thing to say. I stepped on someone's toes. I spoke when I should have passed the mic. She got slapped down really hard a couple years ago in a way that was brutal to watch. And, I think another person might have just been like, you know what, this is too complicated an issue. It's too loaded. It's a minefield. My life is good. I'm safe.
Right.
I'm just going to leave this to, I'm out, and so what I learned from her example is, you will make mistakes, you will offend, you will cross the line, and say you're sorry, and go back in, and go back in again. I also really liked something that Glennon posted last week, where she said, because of her group Together Rising, that's very passionately, has a long time been involved in these issues, everyone's going to her and say, what's Together Rising doing? What's Together Rising doing? And she just said, don't wait for us.
Right.
Don't wait for us. This is my permission slip for you to figure out what you're going to do in your community about this.
Right.
And the work that a lot of the Black women who are such extraordinary teachers have been offering is available. And I would suggest that before you reach out to them, read every single thing they've ever written. Yeah. So before you send a comment in the post saying like, hey, I'm with you, or you invade their DM, or you like send your assistant to them to say like, we've got resources here to help you. Right. Make sure that you have taken the time to read every single thing they've ever written, every book they've ever done, every interview they've ever done, because a lot of the questions that you have already been answered. Sure. So just be careful about not asking people questions that are already available and have already been answered. And catch up. If you're late to the game, okay, look, we evolve and wake up when we evolve and wake up. To answer Azur's question earlier, where have you been? Maybe not in the story. Okay, so now you're here. That's all right. We're glad you're here. Right. Do your homework. Get your reading done. Read Me and White Supremacy. Read White Fragility. Read Why Are All the Black Kids Sitting Alone at the Lunch Table. Read interviews. Read Rachel's article in Glamour about why it's not okay to say all lives matter. Just do your homework and catch up. And everybody will be delighted that you're here, but be humble and be willing to be vulnerable. Right. Be willing to be vulnerable. That would be my advice to white women. Yeah. My advice to Black women is, I'm just kidding.
Why are you this way? Like every time I feel like I throw myself under a car. Her jokes are terrible. They're terrible jokes.
The worst. I'm the worst.
Everybody has lanes. Lisa's like, I'm just gonna get over. Blinker. Yeah. So, I agree. I agree with that. I think that I've seen a lot of folks, messaging as you've been talking, Liz, and yes, please do the research, do the work. Something I have been battling with this week has been the response. I do not know how it feels to be in your position either, Liz. I do not know how it feels to be in the position of someone who is not Black. But I could imagine hearing everything that's being said, and I can understand from a human perspective why people are reacting in the way they are in defense of themselves. And what I was saying when we first came here was that this is a human problem. Like you need to be outraged at the loss of human life. I will say this, we all witnessed those horrific fires in Australia. I have seen the power of social media. I have seen the power of this world. I have seen you in your single spaces raise billions of dollars to save the koalas. I've seen you do it. I've seen it happen. I have seen a pledge. I have seen concerts. I have seen people stand up wherever they are and drop everything for a koala. I don't know any koalas. I think they're super cool. What I am saying is, if you are witnessing, whether it's children in cages, whether you are witnessing ICE, whether you are witnessing people being ripped apart from their loved ones, from their children separated, when you see a young man, a young woman being, their life being taken from them, and you see that happen, we need the same response for all of us, for all of you that are getting trapped in this color space. Know that this is a problem because it's happening to human beings. Know that from the other side of it, from a perspective like mine, when you say nothing, when nothing changes on your feeds in this space where you show me your baby taking his first steps and I don't know you, and then you see this and you say nothing, for me, that's complicit. For me, that says that you think this is passable. I've seen you save the rainforest. I've seen you do it. I have seen you band together, whether or not you understand why we have paper straws, it's irrelevant. I've seen you do it. I have seen you jump on. We need to jump on to this, however you want to phrase that. If Black Lives Matter feels triggering for you, it shouldn't. I am not going to waste another moment talking about the counter of all lives. There are enough. There are enough memes. There is enough language explained at the most elementary rate as to why that answer is not acceptable. I need you to move past that. I've seen you do it. I have seen you do it. We have seen this world come together for trees and air and animals, and we can do this. We can ask. We can demand our governments to hold all of us accountable. My mom is a retired LA County sheriff. My uncles were long-standing in the Long Beach PD. I grew up in a family of lawmakers. My mother is a retired litigator who does not want to talk to me about my feelings. She wants to talk about justice and the black and white of the law. I mean, she used to practice environmental tort and white collar crime. So a real party. She was a real treat. She's a treat, real casual. But she always could find a way to be like, this is what the law says. So let us then put our mouths and our space and our dollars behind businesses, behind each other, behind politicians that we believe in. Let us not settle. Let us never settle for what is happening because of whatever biases you may have. I grew up with them too. I grew up with those things too. That was dismantled in my home as well. I don't want to come at you. I don't want to attack you. No one is coming for you. I am asking for your help. I am asking you to keep talking, to keep marching. Someone said earlier, what do I do outside of my social circle? That's where it starts.
Yeah.
That's where it starts. If you know how many Black friends you have, you don't have enough. If you know how many Indian friends you've ever met, you don't have enough. If there are things that you were saying in your home that have a hue, it's irrelevant. If you can wrap your mind around the fact that my heart is beating and I deserve to be here just like you do, we can find a common ground. We can stop arguing about all this minutia and move towards the problem and the context. And Elizabeth is right. There are so many amazing educators out there. There are so many books, y'all. I know some of you are new. This isn't new. I know some of you just got here. This is a problem. This is a consistent, long-standing issue. Put other things in your home. See the world. Meet other people. Listen to the dialect of another country. And just take that in and let it be beautiful for you. So that when you see the loss of life, whether it is George Floyd or Breonna Taylor or Trayvon Martin or Emmett Till, you know that they're in me, in my heart. I know that this shouldn't be happening. I welcome you here. I welcome you to this space, and I have answered every message I've received, whether I have understood what the person is asking me or not. And that is what I can do. I cannot speak for everyone else. That is what I can do. And you are allowed to feel unhinged and unseated, and you are allowed to feel shocked at your own prejudice that you may not know that you had. But when you know better, As the great, great Dr. Maya Angelou said, you do better. When you know better, you do better. And you do that wherever you can, all the time. We cannot mourn the loss of a building. You cannot mourn the loss of a structure that has insurance and all kind of safeguards to ensure their investment. You do need to invest in your fellow citizens, in human beings that you occupy this world with. That is critical. And when you are quiet, you are saying that that is all right. We know that it's not. You know that it's not. So those things are critical. Though there are so many ways that we can do this. There are so many ways that we can come together. I have seen so many, so many orders this week. I don't even know what to say. I am grateful. I am thankful. I hope you enjoy the book. If you can't get through a whole book of poetry, I do understand your plight. Poetry is super hard.
Not yours.
Yeah, but the last chapter, friend, that's where Noir is. And I would
Mm-hmm.
love to hear what you think. I would love to hear how you feel about it. Do that. Do that. Keep supporting these spaces of color. Keep showing up, y'all. Keep showing up. Keep being there. Keep doing your best. And when you realize that you're not, do better, do more. And I expect that of myself as well. I will be there, whether it's Standing Rock or at the border. I will be there. I have been there because I'm a human being and I know how much I love children. So when I see them in a cage from Petco or a pet supply store, I am unhinged. I'm unseated. I'm donating because that's important too, y'all. It's so critical. And so you you have to know how much power you have. You cannot then ask the people being targeted to also fight the masses. We need your help. When I started the Teller Summit, I wanted to provide a space for people to tell stories. You didn't have to look anything like me. If you have a story, I'm here for it. And Liz has been a living, breathing example for me of what allyship is. And a lot of you have seen my post and messaged me about that. I said, ally is an action. Ally is a verb, just like love. You cannot just constantly be affirming someone and never show it and never show up. It is a lifestyle. Allyship does not end. It keeps going, y'all. Just the same way that we were all taught to be kind, to have compassion. You can't just be nice once and then it's done. You live your life in this way. And so you are doing it. You are doing a part. You have purchased. You are doing the thing. You're signing up for Rachel Cargill's her newsletter and her courses. Like, you're doing the thing. So keep going. Ingest that. Take that in. And if you lose your way, keep reading. Keep researching. And most importantly, y'all, keep your eyes open. Stay watching. Just stay posted. We are the culture that has to put it all online. We cannot make bread influencers. You literally can propel someone to become famous for the way they have baked sourdough during the pandemic. I just want to dial it down for you so you can hear me. You have literally made people famous for the way that they bake a bread and take a picture and post it on Instagram. We are better than this. We are. And it doesn't stop in the US. It doesn't stop here. This is across the board. This is a human issue. This is something that human beings need to come together with. And you can do it. You have it. You may not feel like it, but I'm telling you, each and every single one of you have the power to actually shift and pivot this whole damn thing. And we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And we're going to do it together. Yeah.
I want to add to that. First of all, I love you.
Yeah. Love you too, Liz.
I want to add to that I don't want to keep seeing these powerful Black leaders screaming into the wind in the same, in the same narrow, like with the same, like preaching to the choir. And this is why it's so important to take their voices and put them on your feeds. Take their voices and put them on your feeds. Tell your people. So don't just go to Rachel Cargill. And it's great. Look, whatever, do everything. But go to Rachel Cargill's site, follow her, sign up for her course, The Great Unlearn. get Layla Saeed's book,
Oh,
White
yes.
Supremacy and Me. That's an incredible place to start. Um, Go on the internet, instead of asking one of these leaders who's exhausted and troubled and emotionally burdened, what should I read? What should I do? Type into Google, what should I read? What should I do to support Black Lives Matter? Like, ask the internet before you bother somebody whose life is literally on the line for this. Ask the internet. There are tons of reading lists out there. Do those reading lists, and then take what you've learned and put it into your community. Be the channel so that Rachel's voice and Azur's voice and Layla's voice and Lovey's voice can all be channeled into people who maybe are where you were 2 years ago, 6 months ago, 5 years ago, never heard of any of this. People who very innocently and maybe with a little bit of convenient blinders on decided that being raised by nice parents who taught you not to see color was enough to say we're all equal, it's a rainbow society, and I don't see color, we're all. I've seen a couple of you in this feed saying this is not about race. Be assured, this is 100% about race. And it is time for you, as Azure said in a feed earlier, you have to start seeing color. You need to unlearn what you were taught by, the Muppets and by Sesame
For
Street. And bless their heart, they
sure.
were doing this beautiful thing. But basically, now it's time for the next level of evolution for you to understand and see that. Start looking at the fact that everywhere I look in my culture, I see brown people serving white people. Everywhere I look, go to a restaurant, look, go to a wonderful hotel, look, go to the grocery store, look at who is being served and look at who is serving them and look at how many centuries that has been the case. And reverse it in your own life, flip it, start serving Black women. That is my number one piece of advice that I can give to you. You might, serve. And that also means if you're going to take Rachel's course, donate to her Patreon. If you're going to listen to what Azure is saying, buy her book, buy a bunch of them, buy 10 of them, give them as Christmas presents. Like, money, put your money where your Instagram name is. You
Oh,
know,
that's a shirt. That's so good.
we're going to hashtag that.
Did you?
You
So
know,
let me just pause you real quick. We don't want to miss this moment. Who on here listens to Missy Elliott? Remember that song? Put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Just a second ago, Liz said that. She didn't mean to, but the hip hop just came out. Just came out. And I was trying to be cool, because I was going to mic drop and leave while she was talking. When she said this is not about race, I almost left y'all, but this is my live. I'm not going anywhere, Liz. But she said it, and I got caught up in the hip hop. So I just wanted
to
to
be
bring that to
clear, if
everyone's
this thing gets
attention.
transcribed, I only said that
You
you
said,
people in the feed said it's not about race. I am saying it's 100%
and then she
about
says, so just
race.
put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it. This is a mess. This is terrible. Like, who does this? This is why they
Put
don't.
your money where your Instagram is. Like,
That
look
is.
into who these leaders are. They need your
Yes.
financial support. Amplify their voices. Look, don't make Black people go to the police and beg to be treated better. Go to make these changes in your own community. Make these changes and make your voices heard
Can
that way.
I tell you what happened to me this week, Liz? Of one
Mm.
of the messages, someone Instagrammed me, y'all. They DM'd me and they said, "You've got a big following, so I want to tell you what I think I would like to do." And I've started a campaign called Policing the Police. And so what I want you to do, and you to ask your following to do, is to start letting the police know when you see something that's not right, you're going to film them and you're going to do the thing and we're going to help police the police. It was a long, long message. And I had to just kind of sit with that. And I had to ask her, I said, it's wildly insensitive that you would ask a Black queer woman to do this on the heels of what may be what we're witnessing as a revolution, which some have mistakenly called a riot. Karen, girl of Cardigan, and I had a conversation today, and that was a statement she made, and I thought it was extremely profound. Watch what you title this. Be careful. Like, what you're witnessing is a reaction to an injustice. And I told the woman on the feed that while I can respect her thought, I can she is talking to the wrong person. I will do no such thing. I barely feel comfortable driving. I don't feel comfortable being outside. I'm not super comfortable when I pass someone in law enforcement. And so I won't be doing that. I won't help to police the police. I do pay taxes. I am rightfully here. I will not help them do their job to protect and serve, because so often it is shown that they will not protect and serve me. I encouraged her to invite her feed to do so, to invite her household to
Yeah.
do that, and to watch where she sends this message. And she didn't respond well to that, and it kind of went on and became a bit of a disaster.
Oy.
But it was interesting. I really couldn't understand how she feasibly thought that was going to go over well. It is about listening to what you're going to say before you say it, which we were all taught that at a young age. You do need to be aware of what comes out of your mouth, and how to be able to stand behind the things that you're communicating. And so a great way to do that, to show amplification, and to enable us as Black leaders to keep doing our job, is to pay us for the things that we do and pay us for our time. It is not something we should have to ask. It is not something that we should have to feel any sort of shame about. And there are so many ways in which you can get this done, y'all. There are so many ways that we can do this. And I do encourage you to call on me when another thing happens in this world and you need something, and I have a platform and I am doing nothing. I expect to be held accountable as well.
Mm.
I expect that, and I demand it. I truly do.
The best metaphor I ever heard for this was, so imagine there's a playground. Just to make it really simple, there's a playground, and let's say there's 3 Black kids on the playground, and there's 7 white kids.
Mm-hmm.
And there are, let's say, 4 white kids who terrorize, 4 or 5 white kids who terrorize those Black students, and every day beat them up, take their lunch money, harass them. And they go to the other white kids and go, can you help us make this stop? Make this stop. Like, your friends, colleagues, brothers are hurting us.
Right.
And the other white kids say, we never hurt you.
Yeah.
You know, my family never hurt you. We never owned slaves. You know, we didn't do anything. And it's like, yeah, but we're being hurt. And you have more power here to stop this than we do, because we're the ones who are being hurt.
Sure.
So that is why you have to step in, even if you are innocent, and you feel like, well, I've never done anything to hurt anybody. I would never, love and light. I would never, it's not enough. It's not enough. People are being harmed, and your voice, the reality is that your voice as a white person makes you safer. As scared as you might be to say something to your racist neighbors, to your family members, as scared as you might be to do this, your life isn't in danger. You may feel uncomfortable,
Sure.
but you know, I'm willing to feel uncomfortable. I don't know how I'm going to die, but I know I'm not going to die with a policeman's knee on my neck.
Sure.
Yeah, that's for 100% sure. I know I'm not going to die because somebody came in on a warrant, saw me, felt threatened, and shot me. I know I'm not going to die because I was walking down the street with some Skittles in my pocket and somebody thought they were a gun.
Right.
I'm not in danger. I'm not in danger.
Right.
So just the fact that you're not in danger, apart from feeling uncomfortable, like, that's the only danger you could possibly face by joining this battle, is to feel uncomfortable. I'm asking you to go ahead and feel uncomfortable, because there are people whose actual human lives are on the line. The lives of their children are on the line. The lives of their beloveds are on the line. So be uncomfortable. Put something on social media and get attacked in the comments section. Feel it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to kill you.
Yeah. Someone just said up there, Mary Helen said, discomfort isn't fatal. And
It's not.
That's so true, y'all.
It's
And
not.
it is uncomfortable. I consistently hear, I've never thought about it like that. Oh, that's a privilege, to never have had to think about it. That is a privilege. It is, it is uncomfortable. It is. I almost stop breathing entirely if there is a police officer anywhere near my periphery. I just don't. I don't like it. So it is. It is tough. It is tough. The action you are seeing right now. What Liz is telling you about putting these voices on your feeds in that space. It's critical. The the slap in the face, the feeling, when I read, this is a photo of my dog just to lighten the mood, everybody, or here's a cake I made because it's getting really heavy. It is extremely heavy every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every
Somebody just said, something about recognizing that it's a privilege to be able to leave the conversation.
Yeah.
It's a privilege to be able to say, like, oh man, this is just so painful. I can't handle it. It's breaking my heart. I'm just going to leave the conversation.
Like when Liz left earlier.
You see, what I was doing was I was trying to
Modeling.
show, I was trying to show what white privilege looks like. You know what? I'm just sensitive. I'm just sensitive, Azure, and I can't, I just.
We are auctioning some awesome gear, y'all. This stuff here. You see all that? This is up right now. So far, I think Savannah told me we've raised $750. And we've already, I think we bought some air conditioners for a Black mother with some young babies that are just in the sweltering heat, already done. We went on the Amazon list, we got it. We helped save a car from being repossessed because she cannot get unemployment. They are not responding to her. We're doing it, y'all. Just get it, get the shirt. Let me tell you a little bit about this. This phrase makes people very nervous. Let me show you, let me just give you kind of my optic about this. This is for you to wear. I know this already. I know that. We know. I need you to tell everybody you know. When you put it on, when you wear this, I can look at you from across a Costco, from a whole parking lot, and be like, safe space. They're going to report. They're not going to let anything happen to me. And all of a sudden, I feel like not only do I have a community, I have people looking out for me. And this is bigger. We can't be good enough to take care of your children and clean your homes and fix your cars and manicure your golf courses. We can't just be for your entertainment, for the Super Bowl. I am not here just to perform, to make you feel better. I'm not here to just throw your football and play your basketball and sing your song and dance your routines. I am a person. We are all people. So I need to know that you're ready to wear it. I need to know that this thing about human life mattering and being the most important thing, like, that's beautiful. So don't let the Black Lives Matter apparel make you nervous. That is a statement. That's even bigger than your social media news feed. The fact that you feel comfortable enough to say, this is where I stand. When I made this brand, I made a whole brand about diversity and inclusion. And I just thought, if I can empower my feed, if I can empower my followers, who a large percentage are Caucasian women, if I can let them know that I say, wear this shirt, put this sweater on, rock this message from Rosa Parks. You don't even know what that does for somebody like me. You don't even know how amazing that feels to witness a revolution in front of my very eyes, to know that that's where you stand. And that's what we need, y'all. We've got to embody our message. We've got to tell this story. We have to write this story too, tellers. This is it. America, we're better than this. And our first 3 auction items went international. I think we had Austria, Russia, and I can't remember. And they won. And they're in 3 other international companies. So like the message, like, it's getting heard, y'all. We're doing the thing. You're doing the work. Bid, get your money. Like, put your money where your mouth is. Vote with your dollars. Invest in all of us. All of us, and not just me that's Black. Invest in you too. Change the narrative, guys. This is our opportunity to literally write the chapter full speed, real time, no edits. Like, all you can do right now is act. All you can do is move. And if you don't know what to say, bid, add the stuff to your feed, subscribe, buy the book. If you need more time to get your feet underneath you, that's okay. This is not for the faint of heart, but this is about our quality of life as human beings. And I'm not speaking to you as a Black woman. I'm just speaking to you as another person. That the motto, my trademark for my own brand as a public speaker is people first, because that's what I believe in. I believe in you too. And I am grateful. Some of my greatest allies in my life have been white women that have not only stood next to me, but pulled the full force of their own brand behind me. That's Maria Shriver. It's Elizabeth Gilbert. It's these amazing women from this organization called ICANN in Omaha, Nebraska, in places that don't have a lot of people that look like me. And they've put their full force, their full endorsement that say, Azure, I'm with you. And not only am I with you, I'm going to give you everything that I've got to try and get you to where you're going. That's allyship. It really is a living, breathing action. And Simone, we love you too. We love you so
I just saw
much.
that. I was about to say,
Yeah,
Simone is there.
we love you
And
so
listen,
much.
everybody else, the very least and also most that you can do, not just during this week, not just during the lifespan of this hashtag, not just during this moment of long overdue universal rage. We can never stop introducing you to her. She's our hero. We love her. Simone Gordon. She goes by she goes on Instagram as Black Fairy Godmother Official. Look her up, read about her, join her army. She's an extraordinary woman who was a domestic abuse survivor, formerly homeless, single mom of a nonverbal autistic son, putting herself through nursing school, who decided that in her free time, what she would do is she would use social media to create these fundraisers literally every single day of the week, every single day of the year. If you go to Black Fairy Godmother Official, she is doing immediate action fundraisers for women of color who are needing things to get them through that day. And like what you just said, bidding on those auction items, bought air conditioners today.
Yeah, y'all,
For
we
a
saved
family
a car from repossession today,
saved a
y'all.
car from repossession.
Immediately.
It's
Today.
like get somebody's phone bill paid, get
Yes.
somebody so that they don't have to choose between buying food and buying gas to get to their job, get somebody like, baseline to be able to pay their health insurance. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It will make you feel so good. And what I want to ask you to do when you donate, and it's not an if, but a when, because I'm sending you all there, blackfairygodmotherofficial.com.
Yes.
She's got a list every single day of immediate actions. And if you don't have a ton of money, you can join the diaper fund. $20 a month that goes to her to help people buy emergency diapers when they need it. It's simple, tiny actions. What I want to say, and maybe it's too much for me to try to tell you how you feel when you do this action, maybe it's just enough for you to do it. I beg of you not to think of this as charity.
And Liz, I think you should match Patricia H here. She's going bankrupt. Patricia, that's what I'm saying. We're going bankrupt. Liz is joining you.
Put it all in.
Yeah. What's wrong with us? Something's
Just
wrong.
start throwing money.
No, just give it.
Just take my cashmere sweater.
Liz, your privilege.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that wrong? See,
See,
this is what I mean by go ahead and make a mistake and then just stay in it. Here's what I want to say. Please don't think of this. Please don't think of this as charity. Please think of this as repairing something that has been wrong for an extremely long time. Think of it not as something that you're giving because you're a good, loving, generous person, but because you recognize that there's an error that has happened in culture for hundreds of years, and you're putting it right in real time, in real action. So it's not a gift, it's what's owed. It's what's owed. It's that simple, right? And if you don't want to think of it that way, you want to think of it as charity, good, just give the money anyway. I don't care. Just help her out, because solidarity versus charity. And also humility, the humility to be like, why is this woman struggling to get an air conditioner for her 2 kids? This
Right.
woman has been working her whole life at 3 jobs. This is wrong.
Yeah.
So, so anyway, please, 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 and stay with Simone Gordon, stay with Black Fairy Godmother Official. Even if this, God help me, I hope that this moment is the beginning of a real moment of change, and not that something we'll look back at and be like, remember that week when everybody cared?
Yeah.
If God help us, if it should just be that, then at least stay with her.
Yeah.
At least stay with her. So,
Oh, stay with me too,
and
Liz.
stay with Azure too. I'm just going to take the conversation from here. Stay with Azure, buy her book, support artists. The other thing, if I want to say one more thing, something that breaks my heart is when artists have to be activists so much that you forget that they're artists.
And that's so
You
true.
know, and that's why I posted this week about Rachel Cargill opening her bookstore in Akron. I'm like, I want to take a moment and just say that Rachel has had this dream for years, and she's manifesting this dream of opening up her bookstore in Akron, Ohio, that is a joyful dream, a dream about creating a joyful creative space. And she was supposed to be launching that bookstore this week, and instead
Yeah.
of her being able to talk about that, she's got to be our leader in this nightmare. And I'm glad she's our leader, but I don't want anyone like I want to remind everybody, Rachel's also a writer. She's also an entrepreneur. She's also somebody who doesn't just, anyway, I don't want you to forget that Azure is also a poet. Primarily, thoroughly, and
That's
till
true.
the end of her days, she
Yes.
is a poet. She is not just here to solve America. She is a beautiful poet. Her book is not, when I wrote in the foreword, I don't want you to, this is not a book that's just about race. This is a book about love. It's a book about food. It's a book about cities. It's a book about traveling across the country on a train and what that feels like. It's a book about mothers. So buy it. It's called Wild. It's spelled with an H and a Y, like the word why,
Mm-hmm.
like the question why, plus
LD.
LDE. LD.
And we're back to Liz Can't Spell, everyone. We didn't want you to think that we'd fix that as well. We're still working on it. We hope to really have some updates on our next live.
We can do hard things, but we can't do easy things.
But Liz still can't spell.
Some things will never change no matter how much we transform the world.
No, they
So
won't.
yes, buy Azure's book, you guys. Go and bid on those auction items, and we love you.
Yeah,
We love you.
we do. And it's good. One thing I need from you, if being a part of this community has helped you, if it has given you anything, I want to put something together. I'd love for you to just send us a quick video. I tried to make you guys a quick video yesterday and it went for 9.5 minutes. So I know this is going to be difficult. Send us a video. social@teller.co. We'll put up a post. Tell us how it's helped you. Tell us how it's changed you. Tell us what you have found to be fun or encouraging. I will tell you this, as I was finishing up writing the narratives to each chapter of Pivot and Pause, you all have such enormous encouragement to lend each other. You have these stories of your native homes and the situations that you pulled yourself through with perseverance and resilience and all of these recipes for peace and respect and the beauty of nature. And you all are vanguards in your own right. So if this community has helped you, has unearthed something that has long since not been really, up top for you, and it's kind of just brought back an inner artist or a writer or something along those lines, we want to hear about it. We want to know how it's helped, how it's changed, what it's done for you. We will print as many copies as you buy. As Liz said, Liz will be our first purchase. She will be buying 15 copies herself. She cannot wait. She's so excited. Liz is so excited, and I'm excited to tell all of
Tell
you
the
on this
people
live.
where I can buy my 15 copies.
I'll spell it for you in
Okay,
the
go.
spirit of Liz. It's at tell her, TELLHER.co. And you just click the shop button and you'll be right behind Liz in her first large bulk order. Because
Yep.
that's who she is as a person. And she'll be sending all of you on this live cashmere, which is also, I mean, her generosity knows no bounds. It knows no bounds.
I'm just gonna need everybody's sizes,
Yeah.
and favorite colors. That's all.
And
So
I'll be sure to drop
sizes.
Liz's personal contact details in our live story afterwards, and they can stay. Oh, I don't know. Oh, the book is sold out. We're going to update the quantity. Someone, where is she? She's going bankrupt with Liz. Well, that's gonna be great.
We're also going to need you to use the hashtag bankrupt with Liz.
Yes.
We're gonna try to get some.
And I don't
we're
know
gonna
what
try to
we'll
get some
do
traction
with it.
on that.
Yeah, we don't know. We can't be sure. We will wait. Lilac size large. Oh, look at that! Everyone is sending their sizes. Oh God, he's a giver. You give it. Damn it! You just moved.
I just don't know how to stop giving, Azure. Yeah. I just don't know how to stop giving.
You must be exhausted.
It's hard. It's hard.
You guys, this has been my highlight of the week. All of you are amazing. Thank you for enduring and watching us carry on. And we will continue, no doubt. We will continue. We are leaving. Savannah and I are leaving on July 13th to start our Teller travels. She's working on the camper right now. So if you've got real legit places we can park overnight, let us know. Send us an email. I'm sure this is going to be so hysterical. I can't know how this is, but we'll be pulling into your place, Liz. So don't you
better
worry.
believe it.
Don't
you better
worry,
believe
y'all.
it.
It's about to get crazy, everybody. Now, it's cashmere for everyone, courtesy of
That's
Elizabeth
right.
Gilbert.
Peepers,
right.
cashmere,
papers and cashmere.
And love.
Yeah, and love and light.
And
yes.
Light.
Light. Man, they're still sending sizes. Calling a bankruptcy attorney. That's right, Patricia. Oh God, you guys are the best. You are the best.
Somebody said we can do hard things, but we can't spell them.
HR. No, HA.
But it's tricky, Azure, because you always spell things in a tricky way, and it's hard enough for me to spell things in the regular way. Then you put tricky letters in there and symbols and parentheses because you're a poet, and it's just. I just wanted to just have a moment to just Liz, say how hard it is.
Oh my God, my heart. And I just want to tell you, in this time, I'm holding you. I'm holding you so tight to me. So tight. I'm so sorry for all. I can't even imagine the stress, the duress you must be under.
I appreciate you reaching out and I'll get back to you when I'm when my nervous system has calmed down from this.
Guys, the website. I'm trying to do my job. The website has stock back up. So go get Pivot and Pause. Go get it. You heard it first from Elizabeth Gilbert. 15 copies is the minimum order. And Liz will be matching the highest bidder. Liz, God, you do so much for all of us. Oh, this is good.
I do.
Hold on. Follow Teller Travels, and that's spelled the proper way. TELLER.
Oh, see, now you've made it even more. Okay, look, poets, people.
I'm gonna type it in here. I'm gonna type it for Liz mostly, not because all of you are not adept enough to be able to hear what I am saying. And yes, you can ship it to the UK, or can we butt it here? You meant buy. Yes, you can buy it on the website. Yes,
and
please.
Once you buy it, if you want to butt it, you can do whatever you want.
It has nothing to do with us.
Look, we don't care.
Whatever you,
It's really
it's
no
not
kink
about the
shaming.
follow up, you guys.
You do you. You do
Yeah,
you.
do whatever. Whatever. We are very open. Okay. That's why we use the parenthesis and not a box. We want you to know you can go in or out.
Savannah, can you tap that?
Yeah. Oh! All right, everyone, put your kids away. She's had a tough time. Liz is stressed. She's going through a lot right now. Thank you. I want to say thank you. As we are laughing, I want you to know, Liz and I have had some super hard conversations. I feel grateful to have wonderful friends in this space, wonderful allies that I can speak to honestly. It's uncomfortable. It is on all sides, but do trust that there is a space for us to do this work together and to get through it and to find space to laugh again and to find space to do the right thing and to hunker down when it's time to actually get things done. So we want to encourage you. We want to continue to encourage you to know that like this is possible. We can do this. We are counting on you. I am counting on you. My brilliant godson that all of you have messaged about, he's counting on you and doing very well. So we will talk to you soon. We will see you soon as well. Keep us posted. Be good to each other. Stay safe. And keep marching. You got this. Liz.
We love you. I love you, Azure.
I love you too. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye, honey.
All right. Bye, tellers. Have a good weekend. Take care.